Hello and welcome to the third and final video of our moon cycle series, relieving tension. This is supine poses. We'll have 2 bricks, a blanket. You can also have a bolster instead of the bricks. And then I'll have a pillow for under my head. Instead of a pillow, you can have blankets. So arrange your bricks as I have done next to each other and begin the meditation, the yoga practice now as you mindfully, intentionally arrange your props so that they're flat and even, unwrinkled. And I put the blanket for softness, then the pillow will be for the back of my head. We'll be doing Supta, Swastikasana, reclining easy pose. So begin in your Swastikasana with your ankles underneath your knees, sitting up straight. Bring the hands by the hips, come onto the elbows, onto the forearms, making sure that your low ribs are supported by the bricks, not the low back. Then lie over the bricks and have the pillow underneath the head or your folded blankets just touching the tops of the shoulders, making sure that the arms are turned out, palms up. So the palms are facing up and you see my shoulder, how it's turned out, really opening up the armpit chest. Keeping my lungs open, my ribs spread open, and my heart open. The low belly is soft and expanded. This is a very nice restorative pose for creating peace in the body. My gaze is straight forward, straight up. My facial muscles are at ease. The throat is soft. Work to extend from the outer hip to the outer knee, allowing the knees to descend downwards. We'll slowly begin to come up, press the palms down, come up to seated, change the crossings of the legs so that the other leg is in front. Then slowly lower down to the elbows, find the placement of the rib cage. I like to extend my hair so that it really creates an extension of the back of the head, back of the neck. The chest is really spread open so you can breathe and inhale, opening up the center of the chest, upwards and outwards. As you exhale, the abdomen softens and it begins to fall more down towards the floor. Smooth, soft ease should be felt in the low abdomen. Press the palms down. You can grab the edges of the mat to slowly lift the chest up. Straighten the legs in front of you, and then we'll do Baddha Konasana. So you have your feet together, knees apart. If you like to have a belt, I invite you to do so. Bring the heels close to the pubis. You can even pick up the hips and move them closer. Make sure you press the feet together so they don't come apart. Come onto the elbows, lower down. Bring the ribs to the edge of the bricks or bolster. And just as we did before in Supta Swastikasana, you'll have the arms turned out so that the armpit chest is wide open. The chest is lifted open. Find a soft gaze upwards. Many of our reproductive problems that we face here in the West stem from abdominal tension. So this pose helps to promote a soft, relaxed belly and healthy abdominal organs. This pose, most times, can relieve your menstrual cramps. It can relieve pelvic soreness and any fatigue or low energy that is felt during your moon cycle. It relaxes the bladder and is very beneficial for the urinary system as well as the uterus. The elevation of the pelvis really pacifies the pelvic area. It reduces heavy menstrual flow and diarrhea if that is experienced during your menstruation. And the way that the chest is opened, it can soothe swollen or tender breasts by improving circulation in the chest and relieving tension that may be felt in your diaphragm, softening your breath. Therefore, this pose is a very great preliminary pose before practicing pranayama. As you can see, I'm practicing by softening my belly, bringing my hands to my belly to bring my awareness here, bringing my hands to my rib cage where my floating ribs are, bringing my awareness to how the breath moves in that region. Finally, moving the hands to the top of the chest, the highest part of the chest, observing the breath moving, lifting that part of the chest up and out. You should feel the fingers gently coming apart as you inhale. Then you can bring the palms back to the side, close the knees, roll to your right side, using your right arm as a pillow. Lie here for a moment, then slowly begin to sit up. Take a couple of moments here sitting upright, and then move all of your props out of the way. We will do our final reclining pose, Savasana, with some breathing awareness techniques. So Savasana is corpse pose, the ultimate pose of relaxation and rejuvenation. For this pose, we will need only the pillow or a folded blanket. You don't want it to be too thick, just a couple of inches. This will go underneath the head to have a nice soft support for the brain. Have the pillow just touching the shoulders. Straighten one leg at a time, keeping the low back released on the floor. Then release the legs from the hips. Release the arms from the shoulders. The throat is soft. The facial muscles are soft. The eyebrows are smooth. The eyelids are soft and smooth. Keeping the arms externally rotated but released. This is the time to go inward, quieting the mind, letting go of any thoughts. You can turn the gaze of the eyes inside, inwards, either to the space between your eyebrows or in towards the center of your head. If this causes you any tension in your eyes, release it and let it go. You can focus on the movement of the breath or your heart beating in your chest. This pose frees the body from tension and recharges the batteries. Consciously releasing the muscles and joints, you begin to soothe your nerves, finding a softness. Your mind then becomes quiet. You learn to draw your awareness inwards. You can use the anchor of the breath, again bringing the hands to the abdomen, feeling how the belly begins to rise and fall, working to not let it rise too much, having it fall a little more than it rises, ensuring the abdomen stays soft so everything we do is without tension. Anytime you feel tension or an over effort, let the practice go, return to a neutral place for a couple of cycles, and then try again. Here you can move your hands to the sternum, your fingertips touching, beginning to feel the way that the breath moves in the chest, how the ribcage expands outwards. We're bringing our awareness inwards, taking it away from external events and stimuli, setting our mind at ease. As they say, energy flows where the attention goes. Bring your hands to the top of the chest and observe how the chest rises as you inhale, ensuring that it rises more than it falls. By bringing our attention inwards, we're rejuvenating ourselves and we're sending energy to ourselves. This is especially important during our menstrual cycle when we're releasing our potent, vital life force energy in the form of menstruation. This product that our body works so hard to create, our blood, is being released. And so it is great to take the time to breathe consciously and deeply, to rejuvenate our body and restore our energy levels. You can stay in this pose for 5 to 10 to 15 minutes, as long as you need. We'll slowly come out, bending one leg at a time, reaching the right arm overhead, turning to your right side, bending one leg at a time, keeping the eyes closed, rolling to your right side for a couple of breaths. Slowly come up to a seated position, crossing the legs. We'll end our practice as we began. Legs crossed, hands together, Namaskarasana, prayer hands, pressing the palms together. Taking a quiet moment. On an exhale, lower the chin to the chest, lower the hands to the tops of the thighs, lift the head, and slowly begin to open the eyes. It is my honor to share these practices in hope that it brings you relief during your menstruation. This is a production from the International Sisterhood of Healing Academy.